Hello, sports fans, and welcome back to an episode of Moose Franchise. So we are 10 and 14 here in season 2. We've not been playing that well, and we need to start winning if we want to have a chance at the playoffs. We are already guaranteed to have a worse record than we went last year, where last year we went 19 and 13. This year the best we can do is 18 and 14. But we've got, I think, 8 games left in the regular season, and hopefully we can get winning. Because right now, if we take a look at the season standings, it's not too great. We're 2 games out of first place in our division, and we are 3.5 games out of wildcard spot. So really our only hope right now is to win the division. I mean, it's still possible to get a wildcard spot, but 3.5 games in our final 8 games, or 9 games, whatever it is, seems like a lot to make up. So our first game here is against Saltteeth. They're 13 and 14, one of the teams in our division ahead of us. And how have they played 3 more games than us? I'm not sure, but we need to make sure we beat them. Now, we're going to play this game. I believe this is one of 2 games we play against Saltteeth. No, just 1. Okay, never mind then. But we're going to play this game against Saltteeth. We do have a decision to make with what we want to do at starting pitcher. Because right now, you've got Jared Payne. He got hit with a comebacker in his last start, so he's only well for this game. Now, his attributes aren't being impacted at all, and he's still the same pitcher he always is. So we might let him pitch, especially because I don't really know what we would do if we don't let him pitch. Because Farmhand isn't really in a position to start. Cutstiff's a starter already, so we just have to throw a bullpen game. So we're going to end up throwing Jared Payne here. I mean, also, we need to win this game. If we're going to put our ace on the mound, even if he's not 100%, he's like 95%. He's going to play this game, and he's going to hopefully lead us to a win. As far as the lineup goes, towards the end of last video, we dropped Kingsley Jones down in the lineup to 6th. He'd been our leadoff hitter for the majority of the year, but he's in a massive slump right now. He's tense, and his average is 296, which is still pretty good, but he just has been in a massive slump as of late. And Prairie Quaker's been in a little bit of a slump as well. And right now he is hitting just 213. So I think we're actually going to give him the day off. We're going to put Quaker on the bench. And we're going to put Reese Sandoval in the game. And he'll be our DH. And he will bat 8th. But that is what our lineup's going to look like in this game. Jared Payne on the mound. Hopefully he can lead us to a win. And also facing a left-handed pitcher in this game with Rip Dingers. His power against lefty straight activates. So it also makes sense to put a right-handed hitting Sandoval in the lineup, even though Quaker was already a right-hander. But just wanted to point that out. But that is what our lineup's going to look like. And hopefully we can get a win, because we really need one. So we are on the road for this game, although before we start, I did forget to change the Ego, and this game's going to be played on Ego 76. The last game of Moose Franchise, we played on Ego 77. We lost that game by like 1 or 2 runs, so we'll play on Ego 76, because we go up 2 for a win, down 1 for a loss. But Jada Christian leads off. He's been swinging the bat well. And wow, that's a high strike to start the game. That one's too low. And Christian swings and misses. The K Neglector trade does activate. Minus 15 velocity and junk for Fabio Fabula with a 2-strike count. That's too low. That's inside. Wow, that was close. Oh, man, I thought that was low. Christian strikes out. Change up right on the inside corner. I thought that was a little bit low. But Christian down on strikes to start off this game. I don't know why I'm swinging at that. That's low. 1-1. And that is right back up middle. Hit pretty hard, but pretty much right at their center fielder. And that brings up Rip Dingers. Not a terrible pitch to hit right there, especially with his power against lefty straight and low pitch straight. And now he hits one into center, and that is caught by a sliding slash trips. Great. So we get robbed of our first hit. And wow, they were waiting on that. That time. That one's outside. Oh, that's not good. Yep. That's hit on the ground in the left. And they've got a lead-off single. That brings up their center fielder, Slash Trips, who obviously just made that great catch. But luckily we get him on one pitch. And there's the first out for Jared Payne. Curveball's in there for a strike. And the fastball on the corner as well. Change up away. Gonna hold off that. They're swinging at that one. That is not a good pitch. And that is right back to Payne. He can't get that. And it goes into center field. And they've got 2 on, 1 out here in the first inning. Definitely not the start I had hoped for. And then Johnny Bags also walked in. And all his attributes right now are insanely good. Fouls off the curveball. I'll take a double play right now. Swing and a miss. I'll take a strikeout as well. Over at the fastball. Just got a piece. Curveball low. Doesn't offer at that one. Let's go away with the changeup. Oh, there we go. That's a double play ball. Oh, he's too fast. He didn't hit that super hard either. So he couldn't quite get the double play because he's got good speed. And that also brings up an RBI hero with the guns Jackman. Plus 15 power, 10 contact. Because of the runner in scoring position. That just misses on the outside corner. Now going to second. That's a terrible throw. Oh, he's out anyway! And their runner on third got hurt. Let's go. Not to be celebrating an injury, but not a real person. Their leadoff hitter, Kira Nutmeg, is strained. So that brings in Sammy. I don't know how to say that. But he's hitting just 0.95 on the year. So I'll take that. And she has a sore face. Okay, I've never heard of that one before. But they've got to make a change at third base. And Nacho Crisp hits one on the ground to second. And he's out. Swiner takes a strike. And now he takes a ball. 1-1. And Swiner, that's off the end of the bat into shallow left. But their left fielder will make the play. So that brings up Kingsley Jones. He's been dropped in the lineup. We'll see if that can help him. Man, that just caught the corner. I thought that was inside. That one was inside. That one is probably outside. Nope, actually right on the corner. But 1-2 here to Jones. And Jones into right field. But their right fielder, Johnny Bags, there to make the play. And 6 up, 6 down to start the game for the Sawteeth pitcher. Not the start I'd hoped for at the plate. And not the start I wanted to the inning, as that one is off the wall. And Christian misplays it. And now Dingers can't handle a low. Pretty much ground ball right to him. Oh no. Alright, thankfully he's way out in front. That was right down the middle. It's fouled off. Go with the slider in. Fouled off again. Curveball. Another foul ball. Let's elevate the fastball here. Up and away. Got him. Let's go. Payne with a big strikeout. One gone here in the second. That's not a great pitch. But thankfully they're way late on that. And fouled off. That's also not a very good pitch. That time they're too early though. And now the whiffer tray activates. And that one is tapped softly to third. Dingers has it. And fires to first for the second out. Brings up Jose Tremendo, our former center fielder. And Tremendo takes low. That one's also too low. And Tremendo hits one into left. But Swiner gets it in quickly. And they've got runners on the corners here. Definitely want to get out of this without allowing a run. Obviously. That's not going to happen, though. A little blooper into left, or left center. And that scores the first run of the game. And we trail 1-0. And of course, it had to be their 9-hitter to do it as well. I can live with it if we end up allowing a hit to one of their better players. They've got some good players on this team, but of course, it had to be their 9th hitter. Checks the swing there on the fastball. Change up away. Is fouled off. And that one's right back up the middle. Christian doesn't have a great arm. They're going to send the runner home. And Christian's throw not in time. And we are now down by 2. So that brings up slash trips. That was the 40th pitch of this game for Jared Payne. Get there. Oh, what a play, but he's too fast. So Nacho Chris probably saves a run because that was not hit very hard, but we still can't get out of this inning. But I'll take another swing and miss like that. Or a pop-up works too. Nixon, foul territory behind the plate, makes the play. And we're finally out of the inning. But we do allow 2 runs. But hopefully we can get some runs back. And at least get somebody on base here. Oh man, that was terrible. Way behind the forkball. And that one's into left down the line. And that is fair. Nixon on his way to second. That might not be a great idea. And he's out, yeah. Oh man. We finally get a hit, but we get thrown out on the bases. And now we rip one foul from Reese Sandoval. Casino takes outside. Under the fastball. 1-2. That was too low. Make it 2-2. 3-2. So that misses high. Oh man, just missed. I got worried there. But that one just missed. That definitely could have gotten called a strike. But Sandoval's on base. Johnson takes a strike on the corner. That one's too high. 1-1 here to Johnson. Behind the curveball. 1-2. Just got a piece. And Johnson hits one in the air to center. And there's the second out. Brings up the top of the order for Jada Christian. She's 0 for 1. Strikeout. That one's too low. And Christian grounds one through. So 2 on, 2 out here in the third. And that brings up Rock Casey, who can always do some damage. Hitting .413, 10 homers on the year. So not a bad pitch to hit. And that one, deep center field, that is gone. Let's go. Rock Casey, his 11th homer of the year. He gives us the lead. A 428-foot laser. And we lead 3-2. Let's go. Man, Rock Casey is so good. And we're up 3-2. And Dinger's way out in front of the changeup. And now Dingers and Casey go back to back. He goes to the exact same spot, dead center field. We're up 4-2. That was a long way from Rip Dingers. 461 feet. His 10th of the year, and we're up 4-2. Let's go. Brings up Nacho Crisp. And Nacho Crisp in the air. Left center field and deep. That's got a chance to go. And it is caught just in front of the wall by Jose Tremendo. But we got 4 runs back, back-to-back homers. And we take the lead for the first time. A very good top of the third inning. Now we got to make sure we can keep them off the bases and off the scoreboard. And that's a good start. a ground out to Dingers for the first out. Swiner, can you get there? He can't. Man, I took an aggressive angle. I thought he could get there. Kind of surprised he wasn't able to. And they've got a double. And the mojo for Payne goes down to tenths. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Way out in front of the changeup, and we'll go inside with the slider. That's a really good pitch. And a swing and a miss, and a strikeout. Another strikeout for Jared Payne. And another really nice pitch. Slider. It's fouled off. Fastball up and away. Just missed. Checks the swing on the high fastball. And this time hits one on the ground. Dingers throws to first, and we get a scoreless third inning. The best inning yet for Jared Payne. And hopefully we can continue to build our lead here in the fourth. As Swiner rips one foul down the line. Now he takes outside. And Swiner got a pitch to hit, but popped it up. And that's going to be a fly out. That brings up Kingsley Jones. And Jones swings and misses on the changeup. And now he takes too high. And Jones grounded. That's through. And he's on base. Not very hard contact, but I'll take a base runner. Especially with someone who's got decent speed. Here's Pedro Nixon. Takes outside. Oh, man. He's not going to be able to hit that pitch. That's outside. 2-1 here. Jones back in at first. I don't know how I'm so late on that. It's an 84-mile-an-hour forkball, yep. Somehow I'm super late. It's now 2-2. That's outside, 3-2. And that one is hit to center. But again, Slash strips there to make the play. Man, we've hit a lot of balls pretty much right at him. That one wasn't right at him, but close enough. So here's Reese Sandoval. Walked his first at-bat. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. And now he taps one back to Fabula. That's going to be a tough play for Saltteeth. And Sandoval is still out by a step. I thought it was going to be a tough play. I mean, it still was close. But I thought Sandoval might have the speed to beat that out. But apparently not quite. Tremendo fouls that off. And now he swings and misses on the fastball. Jared Payne starting to walk in. Here's their catcher. The guy who drove in their first run. Oh, man, not so crisp. Couldn't make a great play. He's able to knock it down, but still another hit for their catcher, who, of course, is the guy who can actually hit on this team, even though he's not that good. It's tapped foul in front of the plate. And that one's tapped back to Payne. We should be able to get two. And there we go. 1-6-3 double play. And back-to-back scoreless innings for Jared Payne. 9-1-2 coming up in our order. Starting with Stallion Johnson. And Johnson got a good pitch to hit. 99 swing power, but hit it right to their second baseman. Rolled over it a little bit. And Christian, wow, almost took Fabula's head off. And she's got a one-out single. Puts good speed on the bases. Here's Rock Casey. I'll take another homer if he wants to do that. That's way outside on the pitch out. Man, hanging slider. Could have done some damage with that, but just fouled it off. That one's inside, but call it strike. We're going to send Christian here. Oh, man, we got picked off. Oh, she might be in there. She is safe. Let's go. A bad throw over to first. The first baseman couldn't scoop it, and Jada Christian in at second, and her mojo goes up to walked in. Let's go. Now they throw to second, but Christian's in safely. And Casey, left field. Well, Tremendo there to make the play. Brings up Rip Dingers. He also homered his last at bat. Again, they throw to second. And Dingers right back up the middle. Christian's got good speed. We're sending her home, and she is safe. Let's go. Dingers drives in another run. We're up by 3. It's 5-2. Let's go. Now, Nacho Crisp got a good one to hit, but a little bit under it. 1-1 now. I don't know why I'm swinging at that one. Way out of the zone, behind it as well. 1-2. Alright, that was terrible. My timing was really bad on that. That was going to be a called strike, or at least most likely. And we strike out Nacho Crisp. Slash trips is up. He's got plus 25 contact because he's trailing. And the bases are empty with that rally starter trait. Which makes his contact insane because it's already really good. It's already like 90 something. But thankfully he just hits it right at Kingsley Jones very softly. And there's the first out. Dingers, oh man, knocks it down. That was going to be a tough play. But second time we've had one go off the glove of our diving infielder. Oh, I don't know if I needed to dive there. But that goes under Kingsley Jones. And we're not able to throw Bronco out at third. So now they've got runners on the corners. And an RBI hero guns Jackman at the plate. Okay, don't love this right here. A double play would be amazing. Strikeout works too. Oh no. Alright, thankfully he just fouls that off, but fastball right down the middle is not what I wanted. That's a good pitch. Fouls that one off too. Curve or change up low. There we go. That's the double play ball. Let's go. A 4-6-3 double play. We are out of the inning. And Jared Payne works out of trouble. Let's go. Swiner takes high. And now he swings and misses on the changeup. Again, that's too high. That time we got a high pitch, but hit it into right center. And Swiner maybe could have gotten to second. Now seeing the throw, he definitely could have gotten to second, but we'll hold him to first. And we've got a pitching change here. Fabulo's day is done. Willie Doe comes into the game. Pretty good numbers in the year. A 2.05 ERA. And a throw over to first. That was a nice pitch with the two-seamer. Again, they're throwing to first. So now if they throw over again, they've got to get Swiner. So we're going to send him on this pitch. That was a good pitch to hit. And Swiner is out. Dang it. Not a great jump. And Swiner gets thrown out. His mojo down as well. Just got a piece there. Even though that was going to be way outside. We ground out to first. And now Nixon hits one hard on the ground. But he also grounds out. So a pretty quick top of the 6th inning. Well, here is DP Turner. Just hit 1 to him at second base. Slider is low. That one, again, right back up the middle. Man, they've hit a few. Just like that. Right past Jared Payne. He can't get a glove on it. That have just gone into center field. It's a little bit low. And that one's hit hard, but right at Jada Christian. Thankfully they hit it right at her because that was hit hard, loud contact. And also expected middle down. Or anticipated, whatever you want to call it. Swing and a miss there from Tremendo. That was a really nice backdoor slider. Now let's come inside with the fastball. And he just gets a piece. Pops it up. Dingers. makes the play for the second out. So that brings up their catcher, who's got 2 hits and 2 at-bats. And wow, that just went foul. I thought he made it 3 for 3 right there. Hopefully we can get this guy out. I don't know how he hit that. That's not a great pitch. It's fouled off. Curveball. Oh no, that's not where I wanted that. And Casey can't get that on the dive. So it goes into center. And again, they've got runners on the corners. Top the order up. Sammy Shinatagi, I guess is how you say that. And there we go. Pop up the dingers. We'll end the inning. And again, we get into some trouble. But Payne able to get out of it. And we're still up 5-2, despite being out hit 13-8 through 6 innings. Sandoval takes a strike on the corner. Now that's way inside, make 1-1. Outside 2-1. And Sandoval fouls off. 2-2. And Sandoval, fly ball center field. And that's going to be the first out of the 7th. Here's Stallion Johnson. And Johnson, not very hard, but that is going to be grabbed by DP Turner. And Johnson grounds out, and his mojo is down to 10s as well. Here's a shot of Christian. And the top of the order. And another one hit the DP Turner. And another ground out. And mojo back down for Christian. So here is Slash Trips. He's a rally starter. Goes to that contact we talked about before. And that one's past the diving Rip Dingers. Down the line, he's got good speed, but we'll be able to hold him at first because Swiner gets it in quickly. We could go to the bullpen here. And if they get the tying run of the plate, we probably will. But we're going to trust Jared Payne for now. He was pitched pretty well after a little bit of a rough start. Missed inside. Change up away. Just got a piece. Let's come inside with the slider. That's not what I wanted. I mean, it is, but too far inside. Just got a piece. They're stealing that pitch. They don't usually steal back-to-back pitches. So we're going to bank on that right here. They're not stealing. We're going to throw over here, though. Slash trips back in safely. Fastball up and away. Again, he fouls it off. Missed inside. 3-2. That's a bad throw from Payne. 3-2 changeup. Really good pitch. Called strike 3. Let's go. We get him looking just on the corner. Really nice pitch. And that's another good one. And that's down the line, foul. We're heading the count 0-2. Here's the 100th pitch from Jared Payne. Missed too low. Fastball outside. Again, just get a piece. Another foul ball. Really not doing Jared Payne any favors here with the pitch count with all the foul balls. And that one is hit into center. That's not a good throw. But they've got 2 on, 1 out, and we're going to the bullpen. Payne pitched very well. He does end up getting into some trouble, but for the most part, he's able to get out of it. But let's see. Best. Oh man, I'd love to go to him right now. He's pretty tired. Not pretty tired, but stamina's not the most full. And he's tense. Wilkinson is juiced. Reardon's also not a bad option. But, you know, Charlie Best, he's the best reliever in the game. We're going to him right now. I don't care. He's tense. And a little bit tired. Maybe he just throws the next couple outs. And we bring Wilkinson in for the 8th. But He's going to get us out of this jam right here. There's a strike. Curveball. That's inside. Oh, no. That's hit into center. That's going to score 1. They've got good speed on the bases. Probably scoring 2. Yeah, that's going to score 2. And it's now a 1-run game. I mean, not even a terrible pitch on the inside corner. But able to still drive it into the gap in left center field. There we go. That's a nice pitch. Two-seamer on the hands. Checks the swing. Swing and a miss. There's the strikeout for Charlie Best. Wish we could have done that the last at-bat. Misses outside. In with the two-seamer. Now that time it's low. That one's hit on the ground to Casey, and that'll end the inning. So we make things interesting. Now being a 1-run game. Hopefully we can get some insurance runs here in the 8th, especially with the heart of the order coming up. As Casey takes a strike. And now he hits one foul. 0-2. And Casey hits one hard into right, but right at Johnny Baggs, their right fielder. So here is Rip Dingers. He's driven a couple runs. He takes outside. And now too high. 3-0 here to Dingers. Obviously got the green light. And Dingers right back up the middle. He's got his 3rd hit. And we've got a 1-out single. Brings up Nacho Crisp. He takes low. 1-0. And now fouls went off into their dugout. 1-1. Oh no, that's a double play. Nacho Crisp hits in a double play as Mojo goes down. And we go to the 8th, only up by 1. Got a pinch hitter in the game here for Saltteeth. As they take out Tremendo, which makes a lot of sense considering we know all about him. And we're going to go to Wilkinson right here. He's juiced. Attributes looking really good. His fastball is going to be insanely fast. And yet it's still hit into center field. Pretty hard, too. And his mojo goes down on the first pitch. But that was 1-0-2. And now here's their catcher. Who has done a lot of damage today. And he continues. Oh, man. Is that going to tie the game? Probably. Yeah, it is. So that ties the game at 5. That is not what I wanted. Again, not even a terrible pitch. 101 up and in. And, of course, one of their worst hitters. They have to drive it into the gap. I don't know how he does it. I want to see swings like that on a 101-mile-an-hour fastball. See if we can get a strikeout here. And check the swing again. 3-2. Ah, that's ball 4. They're going to swing at it, though. We can do it again. That's a good pitch. Another foul ball. How about the outside corner? Alright, popped up. Wilkinson is not going to try to catch that. He's going to get out of the way. Dinger is going to make the play. And there's the first out. Brings up slash trips. Not loving this right here. A runner in scoring position for the heart of the order. But hopefully we can get out of this right here because this is... Got to keep this a tie game. Alright, let's go fastball up and in. Fouled away. How about a curveball down? Hit on the ground to Casey. That's going to advance the runner, but we'll get the out. And you've got 2 outs for Lester Bronco. Let's see. Do we want to make a pitching change? I'm debating going to Reardon right here. But if we do, that means we only have a couple guys left in the bullpen. I want to save Quest game for when we get the lead. Assuming we do get the lead, but being hopeful. We're going to stick with Wilkinson. Hopefully that decision's not hurt us. If Bronco gets on, we'll make the switch. Got to throw a strike. Oh man, this is not good. That's a strike. We'll take that. Alright, there we go. We're out of the inning. A ground ball to Nacho Crisp gets us out of it. We're still tied. I mean, we allow a run, but at least we're not losing. And we've got Swanner. Who's up? Swanner, Jones, Nixon to try to give us the lead in the top of the ninth. Man, got a pretty good one to hit. Not really, but that one was a good one to hit, and Swanner foul. Got a change up in the zone, but too early on it, and it's 1-2. It's outside. Make it 2-2. And now Swanner hits one in the air, dead center field and deep. Slash Trips is back, and that ball is gone. Let's go. Buck Swanner gives us the lead. He goes dead center field, just over the wall, 420 feet. His 4th homer of the year, and we lead 6-5. Man, what a time for a home run from Buck Swanner. And now they make a pitching change and go to their closer, who's got terrible numbers on the year. Despite being an A-rated player, he's got an ERA of 8.53. And hopefully we can continue to make those numbers look pretty bad. As Jones takes inside. I don't know why I'm swinging at that one, even though it is a strike. And now Jones into the gap in right center. Not going to get all the way to the wall, but Jones is fast enough that he'll be in there at second. It was a pretty close play, but he's in there as Mojo goes up as well. And here is Nixon. He takes a ball. And now he softly hits one shallow left. And their left fielder going to make the play. And Nixon's Mojo back down to neutral. We're to make a switch right here. I know Quaker is tense, but the clutch trait is active, meaning he'll have plus... Is it... What kind of pressure? It's extreme pressure, so it's going to be plus 10 to all his skills. We've seen him hit so many big home runs in this series with this clutch trait. Last year, one of them was against Salteeth. I'll just take anything right here. A hit would probably get us another run. So I'll take anything besides an out. Oh, man. He popped it up. So Quaker does not do his job. He gets under one. And that brings up Stallion Johnson. Takes a strike. Oh, what am I doing? Swing at that one. Oh, 0-2. It's outside. Fouled off. Still 1-2 for Johnson. And he hit it hard, but right at their second baseman. We've done that a lot today. And we go to the ninth, only up by 1. And of course, we got Johnny Bags, who's got the clutch trait. And he's locked in. We are going to go to close the game to try to close the game. And it's not going to be easy against Johnny Bags right here, but hopefully we can get him out. We'll go pitch by pitch, batter by batter. And hopefully we can escape here with the win. There's a strike. Oh, man. Call it strike, thankfully. I thought it was going to be a little bit high. Curveball down. Fouled off. Goes another curveball. We'll try outside here. Or further outside. Now let's go with the fastball. Not going to offer at that one. Oh, that's probably going to fall in. Can Casey get there? He can! Let's go! What a play by Rock Casey. Let's go. I don't know how he got there. But we get Johnny Bags. But just because we get him doesn't mean we've got another good player to deal with. As here's Guns Jackman. This is low. Oh, no. That was dangerous. But luckily it's foul. Oh man, he hits another one into the gap. That's his 4th double of the game. They are so good at hitting them to the deepest part of the ballpark. And they've got the tying run in scoring position. And DP Turner takes his frustrations out on home plate. We better not get to their catcher, and he walks it off. If that happens, that better not happen. Right at Nacho Crisp, let's go. We're an out away. Brings up Kathy Cul-de-sac, who does have contact against righties. Why are you swinging at that? But I'll take it. Fouled off. They're down to their final strike. Whiffer tray activates as well. Curveball. On the ground to third. Dingers has it. Throws to first. And we beat Sawteeth 6-5. Man, a hard-fought win. But we win it 6-5 and get a huge win against a divisional opponent. We allow 19 hits, only have 11, but we outscore them 6-5. That's what matters. And we get the win. Jared Payne was not the greatest. Allowing 15 hits is very unlike him, but he pitches good enough. Does allow 4 runs, but he was okay. Best wasn't the greatest, but he was decent. Wilkinson was okay. And across the game was okay as well. I mean, I don't think any of our pitching staff was great, but we were good enough. We made some big swings when we had to. And we got the win. 6-5. We got a manager moment. A couple players are feeling blue about not seeing action today. But you don't have time for everyone who do not have time to comfort. We don't have time to comfort Felix Farmhand because his loyalty is 99. Roman Rhodes is 32. So sorry, Farmhand. But yeah. Just deal with it. Check the news tab here. We've got a lot of transactions. Wow. The Buzzards make a transaction. The Ruiz, Thurman Cole is actually pretty good. He's a B-rated player. Jared Payne, his accuracy goes up by 5 after he won a dart tournament. So he goes from 59 to 64. I'll take that. The Buzzards make a transaction. Again, releasing a better player than they're signing. The Buzzards do the same thing again. They sign a pretty bad reliever for Max Texas, who's actually pretty good. And the B-Wolves make a transaction. Again, this time it's close, but looking at the overall, they release a player who's not or better than the player they're signing. Quaker has +2 contact because he's using a tennis racket instead of a bat. So his contact goes from 62 to 64. Klaus the game has a development opportunity, which looks pretty good, actually, especially that clutch trait. For a closer, that would be amazing. The Buzzards, another transaction. Man, they're swapping out like half their team for just players who are not as good. And the B-Wolves, again, make a transaction for another player who's not great. Are they, like, not good? Yeah, the B-Wolves and Buzzards are both not very good. So, maybe they're trying to get as many development funds as possible by getting as much salary cap. The most surplus salary cap you have goes to your development. It explains it right. Where essentially your surplus salary cap gets divided by regular season games, and that's how much you get in development funds per game. Speaking of development, let's take a look at that. And can we afford anything right now? No, we can't. Okay? So let's not worry about that. I do want to check sign and release because we've just saw some players get released, like Max Texas, who's quite good. This year, you get a 4.64 ERA in 33 innings. Although, he is now asking for $18.7 million. That's the one thing about when you release players. They just ask for a ton of money, and you just can't give them that. But I really wouldn't be opposed to signing Texas. What we would do is we would probably go Texas for Farmhand. I mean, I like Farmhand. But obviously, we can't afford that. We need another $13 million, which we just don't have. But the plan would probably be, I mean, we're not going to do this, so I don't really know why I'm talking about it, but essentially we would just swap Texas for Farmhand, use Texas in the playoffs if we get there, and we'd re-sign Farmhand in the postseason because Texas, he's 38. But we're just not going to make any moves right now because these players just want way too much money. Our next game is another big one against the Empire. They're really good. They're 16-9. And they are the first wildcard team. We are still 3 games out of a wildcard spot, a game and a half out of first place. And we kind of need to beat the Empire. Oh no, we have Cannon pitching? She's terrible. Even though she's really not that bad. Oh no, that's not going to be good. But we'll sim this game and hope for the best. But with Cannon on the mound, my expectations are not very high. Okay? She wasn't terrible and we couldn't score. Got CPU games to sim. We are still 2 games out of first place in our division. The Wild Pigs. Let's just check our lineup. We'll put Quaker back in, even though he's still tense. How is he still tense? He hasn't played. I know we pinch hit with him. But that's what the lineup will be. And again, we'll sim this game against the Wild Pigs. This one, not as important because it's not against a team we're directly competing with. I believe they're in the Eastern Conference. No, never mind. They're in our division. How did I mess that up? I'm not sure, but we're going to sim this game again. And Strike's been pretty good on the mound. He's 2-2. Their pitcher is 1-4, so hopefully we can get a win. Because boy, do we need one. Okay. No. Arg. 9-7. The best we can go right now is 500. We are not making the playoffs. We are 2.5 games out of a playoff spot. Last place in our division. And yeah, we're probably not gonna make the playoffs. 2.5 out of both a playoff spot and first place in our division, because first place in our division is now also tied for the second wildcard spot. And the Empire have actually jumped the originators for first place in the Legend division. But if we take a look at our schedule, we've got Memo Tank's Hot Corners, 2 against Nemesis and the Jacks. And, yeah, it's not looking great. We might just accept that we're not going to make the playoffs because we're not going to make the playoffs. Do we just want to check this news tab? We saw that already. Nothing new after the game against the Empire. Now we've got the Empire making a move. And the Heaters make a move. The B-Wolves, another transaction. Nixon with a development opportunity. The Buzzards, another transaction. And again, they've released somebody who's really good. Man, she's going to want like $30 million, but pretty good. An A- pitcher. And the Buzzards release Rod Guidry, who offended a coach, but another really good player they release. Now the what is it with everybody releasing their best players? Hack Weiner gets released, man. That guy's insane. Again, the Buzzards and the Wildwoods release a good. What is going on? The B-Wolves signed somebody terrible for somebody good. Man, what is going on? Again, the Buzzards do it. Their team must be terrible right now. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. The Buzzards' best player at this point must be like a C+. Oh, I just passed him up. They still have Joe. Was their team like absurdly good to start the year? I mean, yeah, their team, especially their pitching, looks terrible right now. But they've still got 4 players rated A or better. And a couple B+ players as well. And then the B-Wolves, they have 3 S-rated players, an A and an A+. Man, I wish they showed you how much surplus salary cap these teams had left. Because they must have like 30 million at this point. And yeah, these players asking for a ridiculous amount of money. Hackliner wants $22 million, which, I mean, teams definitely have after releasing everybody on their roster. But someone like our team does not have that. But, I mean, if we're not going to make the playoffs, maybe we should be releasing some of our better players. And just trying to get development funds up to develop. But I don't really want that to be the case because at the same time, we made it to the championship series last year. This team is still good. We just have not really played like it. Like, our team is pretty good. We're going to obviously make some changes in the offseason. Cannon's going to be off the team. She is just terrible. I know she was pretty good the last start. But she has just not been it this year. If you compare the numbers, significantly worse from last year to this year. But something that does bother me is we're paying Jared Payne $17.4 million. Now, I would say he's worth every penny, and he is really good, but $17 million is still a lot of money. I wish we were paying him closer to what we're giving Rock Casey, which is 12.9. But, whatever. But the next game against the Memo Tanks, we got Cutstiff on the mound. We're going to sim this game as well. And are we going to win? No, of course not. Looked hopeful for a second, but I mean, are we going to win? Let's be realistic now. Loyalty. I want Jones to get the loyalty. He'll get the extra massage machine over Stallion Johnson. And then the hot corners. Man, we might just sim the rest of the year. Now Jackie Slam gets released. Oh my. She is so good. Cutstiff's accuracy goes up. Definitely need that, so I'll take it. Although Swiner's not eating as much protein, loses some power. And the Sandcats release Gasher Morris and replace him with a D+ player. They're paying $500,000. I think that's the smallest salary I've ever seen. And then the B-Wolves do the same thing. Release a good pitcher for someone who's just awful. They're paying $500,000. Dingers won a dodgeball championship. His fielding goes up by 6. The Platypi just replaced one bad player for another. The B-Wolves, okay, they're actually just releasing everyone on their roster. Often gets released. Payne has a development opportunity. The B-Wolves, another move. And Swanner, he's got some speed after a bout with food poisoning. And the Nemesis now make a change. Which, I mean, this one isn't as significant, but still, when looking at overall, it's technically a downgrade. But, wow. I did not think we'd see this many elite players get released. Max Texas is also down to 12.7 million. So I wonder if we should join this trend of just releasing your star players. Still, I don't really know why you would do that. I mean, there is still some players in... What? Who is paying this guy $12 million? I guess he just got released, but he's got to lower that quick because nobody's giving him that. But yeah, there are some players who are still dirt cheap. And, pretty bad. There are also some players who are very expensive and insanely good. But if we were trying to go on a run right now, I would love to sign some of these guys, but we are just not in a position to do that. We are not going to make the playoffs. We're 11-17. We're going to be under 500. I know you've only got to be 500 to win our division at this point, but we're still just not very good. We're 3 games out of our division and a wild card spot. We're probably going to lose against the Hot Corners, which is another game we'll sim. Hey, we actually won that time. Dingers and Christian driving runs. And loyalty. A couple players have been posting rude jokes to social media. We'll confront Rhodes, even though his loyalty is lower, but he's more replaceable than Wilkinson. Who is on shower drain duty this week? Reardon, because the guy's like 50. And then we got a CPU game to sim. And the Memo Tanks beat the Grapplers 12-1. But let's see how many new transactions we've got this time. The Sandcats, again, release a really good player, an A-. Okay, Max Texas gets signed. That actually is a move that makes sense. Swanner has a development opportunity. The Jacks make another move. Cutstiff, a development opportunity. That could be good. I think we had a similar opportunity to that a few videos ago. Buck Swanner got new contacts, which improved his contact, going from 49 to 52. And Jackie Slam gets signed very quickly, even though she still got signed for $23 million, but a player that good is probably worth the money. And that's our manager moment alerts. We'll check development here. We can actually afford some stuff this time. We're not going to do this for Cutstiff right now, but we might in the future, because it's available for at least another 3 games. We could also do this for Swanner, but again, not going to do it right now because it's available for 4 more games. And we're just not going to do that for Strikes. Looks pretty good, but not the case. No, we're not going to do it. And Volt Bolter's 39, so don't need to spend time developing him when he's going to retire in a year or 2. The Nemesis, the final. We're into the final 3 games of the year. Nemesis, back-to-back, and Jax. I'm trying to figure out if we want to play one of these. Maybe. We've got 2 players who are well. Payne's on fire, so is Christian. That's good news. Let's see how we want to do this. We're going to sim this next game. Rhodes will catch. Magiko is going to play first, because Quaker is not very good in the field. He'll continue to DH. That's what the lineup will look like. And we'll sim against the Nemesis, so probably a loss considering Cannon's on the mound. Let's see how it goes. And we lost. Shocker. Another manager moment. We've taken the last curveball energy bite, and we're going to make Jeff Reardon restock it, because again, the guy's very old. And we got some CPU games to sim. We'll skip those. The Nemesis again. Just check news real quick. The Thriller is now getting in the action with releasing some of your better players. And now Hack Weiner gets signed to the Empire. Great, just what they need, getting even better. The Empire are 21-10, which is second best in the league. And they get one of the best available players. The Nemesis, again, we're just going to sim this game. We're just going to sim to the rest of the year right here, because there's no need to play games that we know we're probably going to lose, and that mean nothing for us, because we're not going to make the playoffs. Did we change the lineup? We did not. So Jones is going to come back in. Rhodes will go out. Nixon's going to come back in. And that is what it's going to be for our second to last game of the year. We take the early lead, and we're actually able to hold on with this time. And we got our 13th win of the year. Again, we want somebody on shower drain duty. Man, neither player's loyalty is good. But we're going to put Stallion Johnson on shower drain duty. And his loyalty goes down to 12. Now the Platypi, they really snag Roper. Oh no, Charlie Best. His junk goes down by 9. He's gotten overconfident in his pitching skills, and his junk goes down from 89 to 80. That is a big drop. Although he is still an A+, but I don't like that. Roman Rhodes just can't see the ball like he used to, and his contact goes down by 3. Platypi make another transaction. Development opportunity for dingers, and there is the thing for Stallion Johnson, the manager moment. And again, we're just going to check development. That's not development. We're going to check development real quick. We could afford this now for Cutstiff and Swiner. We're not going to be able to get both. But we're going to continue to save for now because it's going to be available for another game. But our final game of Season 2, we're going to sim. We'll just stick with this lineup because it won us our last game. And our final game of the year, we lost. We had the lead, but we blew it. And we finished the year 13-19, which is the reverse record we had from last year. We checked the news again. The Platypi signed Winston Draper, replacing Kaysen Burnside. Are the Platypi not good either? Yeah, they also are not very good. So both teams from the championship series last year have won 13 games. And we will have a new champion in this league. We'll sim the final 10 games of the regular season. The Sirloins end up winning our division. And they're a game over 500. So we could have made the playoffs at 500, but we just were not close to 500. But that is where I'm going to end this video. We'll go through the playoffs and the offseason, everything like that. Next video ends up being a really disappointing year for us. We missed the playoffs, go 13-19, and it was not great. And now the Nemesis released Jock Sports. Just wanted to check this one final time in the video. Talk about chaos. I've never seen something quite like this, where you've got teams just releasing their best players left and right. But very interesting. But yeah, that's where I'm going to cut this video. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, turn notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible. Be sure to check out my main channel, Super Sports Central. Link in the description of the video. But that's all for the video. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.